Reed Black is the recipient of the Southwest PGA Assistant Golf Professional of the Year Award. Recently named the PGA Head Golf Professional at Dayton Country Club in Ohio, Reed won this award as the first assistant at Paradise Valley Country Club. He learned the game at an early age from his father, PGA Master Professional Mark Black. After graduating from the PGM program at Arizona State University, Reed became a member of the PGA of America and was hired as an assistant at Pinnacle Peak Country Club, where he remained for 3 years. At Paradise Valley, Reed oversaw 4 other assistant golf professionals by monitoring their progress and growth in the industry. Whether he's helping PGA associates with the completion of the program or involvement with other PGA members, Reed tries his best to instill the love of the game in everyone he knows. And on a side note, Reed was one of 7 Southwest PGA professionals who participated in our inaugural Birdies for Good event, which was under our foundation umbrella this past December, and helped raise over $45,000 for Ronald McDonald House Charities and our PGA Hope program. So, and he was one of the key persons who went to Ronald McDonald House in the fall and helped dig in the kitchen and help serve the families who were staying at the house that evening. So Reed's done a lot, in not only for the game, but also for helping give back to the community through his efforts with the Southwest PGA Foundation. So ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming and honoring the Southwest PGA Assistant Golf Professional of the Year, Mr. Reed Black.
The apple doesn't fall far from the tree. Growing up in the house with, our former section golf professional of the year and master professional Mark Black happens to be your dad.
Right.
When did you know that you wanted to pursue a career in golf?
Yeah, so that was something that I knew at a very young age. I mean, I was fortunate enough with both my parents working at the golf course, living so close by. From a very, very young age, I was at the golf course all day long. So I knew early on that I wanted to be in the golf industry. Now, at that time, I was going to be a tour pro, right? Like everybody would be.
Right.
From 6, 7 years old, when I was terrorizing the staff at the Fortress, basically every day, just having fun at the golf course. So I knew from an early age that I was going to be in golf.
So you graduated from the PGM program at Arizona State, earned your membership into the PGA of America, worked at a couple spots, and then you landed here working for our host tonight, Al Sutton, at Paradise Valley. What's been the most rewarding aspect of your experiences as an assistant to date?
Yeah, so for me, the most rewarding aspect of being an assistant and working in the golf industry is the relationships built. So, the amount of relationships that I've had the chance to build over the years when I was at Pinnacle Peak Country Club, during some time at Spring Meadows Country Club in Michigan, and very fortunate to be back here at Paradise Valley. You get the chance to develop relationships with members or people in the section that, without golf, I've met a lot of great people that without golf I would have never ever met. And really, if you take golf out of my life, I don't know if I'd know anybody.
I know what you mean. So during your time as first assistant and helping your fellow PGA associates, going through programs and sharing your experiences, how important is it to you, that camaraderie of assistants and professionals, to advance your progress and growth in the industry?
Well, I think it's extremely important. So, as a PGA professional and as somebody who was never particularly good at advancing through school, right? So, you can ask my mom, you can ask my wife or my dad. I've required assistance along the way, so I've always had a tremendous amount of support. So, the camaraderie amongst professionals to help each other and support each other is huge for me. Anything that I can do to help, a fellow assistant professional or somebody advancing through their career, or, even if it was somebody looking to do something else, supporting each other and helping people advance is extremely important, in my opinion.
That's great. You recently earned your first head professional job at Dayton Country Club in Dayton, Ohio. What are some of the responsibilities, experiences you had as an assistant that helped make the transition to head golf professional easier, but what are some of the challenges as well?
Yeah, so really a lot of the responsibilities that helped prepare me for that were a lot of the responsibilities that I encountered here. Fortunate enough, when I took the job here and Al Sutton gave me the opportunity, there was a lot of management and oversight involved in the other assistants on staff, a lot of the other staff members, a lot of ownership for things that I was responsible for, men's events, a very large part of the merchandise operation from a hard goods standpoint. So I got the chance to do a lot of these things that, as an assistant, oftentimes you don't have the chance to do. To answer the question about what's different now, going into the head professional role, one thing that I have a great respect for everybody who's been a head professional for and everybody who does it is, now I've got to build the team, and now I've got to, establish the policies and procedures and start everything from the ground level. So, that's a tremendous challenge and something that I'm extremely looking forward to. As I was talking with my wife, though, I think I'll have a lot more fun with that once I've got those in place, because
Right.
that takes a lot of time and energy, and it's something that requires a lot of thought and effort.
So the golf business of late has been, the push has been to get more younger people involved in the business. What advice would you give a young person who is considering getting into the golf business?
So the advice that I would give would be to make sure that you're passionate about it. If it was a young person and the initiative was to get young people involved in the business and they didn't have a portion of the industry that they were very passionate about, I wouldn't advise them to get into the business. So, I do think we've all got to find our spot in golf and, something that we're passionate about. For me, it would be, I'm extremely passionate about being a well-rounded professional. I've always been passionate about playing the game. But, I would just advise, people to do what they're passionate about. So if there was nothing in golf that they were passionate about, maybe this industry is not for them. But whether you're passionate about playing, teaching, merchandising, managing, there's an aspect of the business for everybody. So find what you're passionate about and pursue that.
Thank you. Reed, we've seen you come up through our section. You've grown into a wonderful golf professional.
Thank you.
And you've been a great contributor to our section. I'm sure your family's very proud of you. So we want to congratulate you on this Assistant Golf Professional Award and wish you nothing but the best of luck.
Well, thank you. I appreciate it. And if I could just take a few moments to thank some people. First and foremost, my wife, Alyssa, who's sitting in the front row here, she's extremely supportive. Also, my parents. I've always been surrounded by people who are extremely supportive of me, and I'm so thankful for them. My siblings as well, our two kids, Bo and Emma, who are at the hotel right now. Al.
Alone?
What's that?
Alone?
Well, Bo normally watches Emma, but to keep them safe, they've got supervision.
All right.
Also, Al Sutton for giving me the opportunity here at Paradise Valley. Basically, the entire staff here at Paradise Valley sticking around to see this. I appreciate all of you. I also appreciate everybody at the section. So thank you for what you do for our section, and Michael and your staff. Thank you very much.